Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 154. We're about to start the path to the Holy Grail.
Okay, let's get going.
Can you see that further in? That's the temple.
It's nice knowing there aren't gonna be any bullshit traps or nothing this time. Alright, let's get moving.
Hey, I'm just gonna let y'all know that if you did not find any items or constantly buy items from Jose Cantos or throughout the shopping networks or anything like that, it's best you try to conserve your strength. Go back and talk to Lavenza if you don't feel that you can go any further. That's all I have to say. Because we're about to go not only to an area that can screw you over if you're caught, but moreover, there are 4 bosses known as the Servants of God. They're basically the bosses from Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, but the Servants of God can be powerful and they're changed dramatically.
Careful! Enemy incoming! It's pretty dangerous.
Absconding from your cells is forbidden. Return to your prison post-haste. Those who wish to disturb society shall be slain on the very spot they stand.
You're the one who's disturbing it!
Dissenters must be destroyed.
It's useless trying to reason with this guy. Let's beat him and break through here!
And now it's time to take on the Servants of God. And things dramatically change because all 4 of them, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, and Metatron, in that respective order, were all weak to curse. Not anymore. Royal fixed that problem, fixed quote unquote, by literally removing the curse weakness. So instead of using curse, you'll have no choice but to try to spam, Almighty, because Almighty's the main thing that can actually hurt them. Because anything else, it'll do normal damage, provided you're actually charged. But at the exact same time, you got these guys to contend to, the angels that they will summon. Every single one of the Servants of God will summon angels, and those angels will heal them. And if you don't get rid of the angels, they'll just keep going to full strength because these angels knows Dirahan. However, I want to point out something very important. Even if you do destroy the angels, if you don't take care of that Servant of God, they're just gonna summon more.
What was that? The city! What's going on here?
It seems they finally realized their lives are in danger. Took them long enough.
I can't believe they didn't notice until the danger was so close to them. Things are going to get even worse from here on out. The entire city has stopped functioning. At least they can still panic for now.
If people still don't act for themselves after seeing all this, I'm sorry, but they're hopeless.
In any case, let's head to the temple.
Since we're at a level, we don't need to go to Lavenza, but I recommend you do after every fight.
Look, over there!
It seems guards have appeared.
The people in the city recognized us, so it's only natural we draw the enemy's attention as well.
Well, they can bring it on! I'm starting to get fired up!
Same rules apply with mementos, in vanilla that is. If any of these wandering angels catch you and the security gets too high, game over. That's all you need to know. And guess what? Royal removed that as well, in exchange made pretty much all 4 Servants of God that much harder to defeat, to try to balance out the difficulty issues. Oh right, and Abaddon still is immune to physicals. And you know what? The reason I have Izanami, because Victory Cry. That's Izanagi, sorry, because Victory Cry. And Victory Cry, believe it or not, you don't even need Izanagi no Okami. I mean, Izanagi no Okami, sorry. if you actually manage to defeat Justine and Caroline, they will give you a victory cup, which will give you victory cry. So yeah, there's not much to say, except I'm gonna put an end to this battle as quickly as humanly possible.
Let's go. Take this. Tenacious.
Yeah, surprised he didn't get frozen.
How's this?
Surprised he's still alive. But I swear, Abaddon looks like the Great Mighty Pooh. I'm just pointing that out there, folks. Oh right, there's this. There's this Showtime again, which I used on the Reaper. It's always good to see this. And when the enemy is not dead yet, I think Makoto and Haru actually just do a double clothesline, and that'll probably be the end of it. It'll still do damage, but it won't take out the enemy if it's got more HP than what the Showtime can deal damage to. So with that said, on to the next one of those blasted angels. This time it's for real Raphael, not Archangel.
Halt, rebels! I shall not allow you to continue forth.
Come on, let's beat this one too. More people should notice the Phantom Thieves if we just make ourselves seen. That's exactly what we want!
Same rules apply, except Uriel actually has fire-based attacks and will use Divine Judgment. Actually, all the angels will use Divine Judgment. But Uriel has wind, Raphael has fire, Gabriel has ice, and Metatron is primarily holy and almighty. So with that said, oh, and he also uses Heat Riser as well. And Charge! Oh no. He also is physical based too. So that's pretty much the gist of all of the angels. So I'm about to probably end this. One Atomic Flare should probably do him in. Makoto is practically doing work at this point. Oh, no, actually it's Haru this time. And the only reason we got all these weapons, by the way, is through fusion alarms and through item fusion, I guess.
What's going on? Where are the police? Hey, that person, they just disappeared. They turned into some kind of black fog.
And now it's time for the next area. This one, you'll have to be a little bit careful because it's a wide open space and you'll have to wait for the angels to get out of the way. Well, the angel-like shadows to get out of the way, actually. That's what I meant to say. And there's barely any corners to hide behind. Well, there are, but you'll still be out in the open with these guys. Again, thanks to Oya, you're probably going to be easily doing insta-kills, no problem in Royal. I won't be able to say the same thing in Vanilla. So yeah, you're going to have to try to hide, get through, and if you're not strong enough, you're going to have to face these guys in order... Well, you're going to have to face all the high-powered shadows in order for you to get strong enough to remotely stand a chance. You need to be at least level 75 in order for you to at least do some modicum of damage to the boss that is going to be at the end of the rainbow here. Or the end of the crap sack world, as you see. Oh, right. This whole cliff-off world here that you see, this is, again, a reference to Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. So, yeah. more references to that. And by the way, we got Gabriel next.
Hold! I bear you no malice, children of man. Return from whence you came. Proceeding further shall only serve to shorten your lives. I advise you not as a guardian, but out of the mercy of my heart.
Mercy? Don't make me laugh! If you had mercy, you'd never be doing this to the world!
Ah, even now thy answer is in weapons drawn. What choice have I in the face of such barbarity? My children's misconduct is mine to absolve, and mine to punish.
Alright, Gabriel has ice attacks, but she will spam Divine Judgment in this game. Unlike with Persona 5 Vanilla, which she will spam Bufunine if somebody is weak to ice. Same thing with Raphael, he'll spam Fire if somebody's weak to Fire in your team, and he will spam Wind if somebody's weak to Wind. But all the angels will spam Divine Judgment, which will automatically cut in half the HP of all the opponents. So basically speaking, Judgment won't necessarily kill you. It'll just drop you down to half, and then it'll take half of half and half of half and keep going. But Judgment won't necessarily kill you.
This is my other self.
It's still a pain in the ass, though.
Take this.
However, Gabriel, again, will also use Heat Riser and will also use other attacks. But at the end of the day,
Let's go.
the moment she starts spamming Divine Judgment, oh yeah, she's got Thunder too. I forgot she has. No, that's Angelic Raid. No, that's right. She actually has more than that. She has Thunder and Ice. Oops, I forgot she had Thunder.
The myriad truths.
But at the end of the day,
I lend it.
she will continue to spam Divine Judgment if she could get a cheap win, and more than likely she'll follow it up with an attack, but she's not going to last very long.
It's showtime.
Because once again, she's going to be put in the ring with Makoto and Haru, and they're going to take her down at TakeOver. I know that was lame, but still. This is the stuff you would normally see in NXT TakeOver. Oh, right. I thought you would hit him on a chair, but no. She's still alive. That was my misinformation. Sorry. But she's still alive. By a small sliver. But not anymore. So that's Angel number 3. And don't think I'll be using Izanagi in the main battle.
Does anyone know where my friend is? He was right next to me!
No! A person disappeared right in front of my eyes.
Please save us. Someone. Anyone.
I'm not surprised there are so many powerful enemies here.
Indeed. Though they may not be true servants of God, they do live up to that moniker.
I wonder if the people in the city are okay. I hope so. Given what is happening to this world, nobody can be considered a stranger anymore.
Yeah, that's why we can't lose. There's only one thing we gotta do.
Well said, Lady Ann. Let's keep going.
And all that is left now is one more path. If you've got any sort of items, which I basically have been collecting life stones the entirety of the time, now would be a great time to use them. And remember, you can always go back to Lavenza. Thing is, you'll just have to climb all the way up to the point where you
Show me your true form.
got here, but you're just gonna have to ignore the fights if you don't want to get into any more battles. but at the same vein, you can't really fast travel up to the top. You'll have to go through the whole thing all over again. I'm pretty sure it was the same way for 5. Oh, we got another fight with Abaddon, so I guess we could just take it down quickly and easily. Oh, goody. I forgot. Abaddon actually spams Megaton Rain and also ice attacks.
By the myriad truths.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Yusuke's actually putting in work. Ha! Take that!
Good work, everyone.
Now that was stylish. And by the way, those 3 are going to be used for the final battle, so, yeah. But if they get too exhausted, don't be afraid to switch out characters. That's all that needs to be said.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we got one more of these angels to face.
O dire revelation. Never did I expect thee to slay all other archangels. Now only I remain.
So that means you're the last one who's gonna get in our way.
Dare thee destroy the very ruler thou wished for? Human arrogance truly knows no bounds.
Not everyone wants that thing ruling over us.
Dost thou long for freedom? Dost thou revel in diversity? Since the dawn of time, man hath failed to quell the strife born of their own liberty. Now they finally seek the guiding yoke of a master's rule. What empty justice seekest thou in defying their wish?
Like granting that wish is justice either. How can you say people are free when they're chained up in prisons in this broken world? If someone has lost their way, it's our job to help them come to their senses.
So, no sacrilege is beneath thee. For thy ideals thou wouldst profane all that is holy. Thou art beyond all salvation.
And now it's time to deal with the hardest angel of them all, Metatron, who has nothing but almighty attacks. Or at least he should in vanilla, but here, not so much. There's nothing you can do right now to actually stagger this guy, because he's not weak to curse anymore, and it dawns on me about that. However, I do have
Good thing we're prepared.
Megiddo, so I guess that'll work. Almighty would be the best solution to actually whittle this man down. It doesn't matter if it's Myriad Truths, it doesn't matter if it's Black Viper, it doesn't matter if it's anything. Well, it honestly doesn't matter what kind of almighty attack you use, so long as you actually use almighty to pretty much get rid of him. Because you see, the more those angels are still around, the harder it is for you to actually win. Oh, and FYI, using let's see, using Baton Pass will actually make things a whole lot easier. And remember, when you Baton Pass to Yusuke, Yusuke's attacks do more damage. If Yusuke's the 5th baton, no, not the 5th, but the second baton, or rather the 3rd baton, yeah, this is going to be it would be a more powerful attack. But however, he also uses Sword Stance, which is a physical attack. And if you probably haven't noticed, every time those angels are on the field, unless the angel in question that you're fighting is at 0, these angels will always sacrifice themselves for one of the servants of God.
Let's go.
Always. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, I can't use Door to Hades. That's not gonna work. I mean, I guess McGee alone would work too, but you want to know what else would actually work? Hostile Toby works fine too. There is something else too that you that you could do. I guess Agnistra or God's Hand, that'll work too, since he has normal damage to Almighty and also normal damage to physical. Oh yeah, that's right, he also has elemental attacks too. Let's not forget about that. And he takes 2 turns as well. By the way, be aware that the oh wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, using a Soma. I should save those. I really should.
Use my persona.
But
I'm pumped up.
if he actually uses a critical on Divine Judgment, which by the way that will happen, he'll get 3 turns instead of 2. This applies to all the angels, by the way. That's why I quickly tried to get rid of all 3 of the angels to get it over with and done. And oh! Yusuke scored critical! He's the MVP of this battle. And this should be the end of Metatron. That was practically cool. And with that, we are done with the Servants of God. All that's left is the final battle.
The path to the temple is open.
No more of that Holy Grail shit doing whatever it wants.
Let's go. I'm not sensing any more enemies nearby, Joker. This is probably gonna be our last chance to prep ourselves.
We cannot lose now. Let us ensure we do not have any regrets as we head toward the final battle.
As I said before, if you think I'm going in there with Izanagi no Okami, you are sadly mistaken. In the next episode, we're going to go toe-to-toe with the Holy Grail and eventually Yaldabaoth in part 155. This is RVman 985. Peace out and take care. And after 155, from 156 onward, I will be using the Hauppauge because it's blocked regionally on the damn disc. God damn it, Atlas.